Hey beautiful people, my name is Shanae and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about taking the power back and the ownership of your life. Now this is a topic that is extremely close to my heart as I had relinquished so much of my power to so many people and I had surrendered it for such a long time. Today I just wanted to share a little bit about my story and my journey with taking that first step and taking control and ownership back of my life. And maybe you will learn something from my experience. I hope so. A lot of time people give their power away is by living in the victim mentality of, why do these things keep happening to me? What did I do to deserve this? Why me? Why now? Why is this happening for this person, but it's not happening for me? And I totally feel you. I was living in that place and really not realizing that I am the creator of my own destiny and I get to design whatever life that I want. I thought that my life was controlled by everything and everyone around me, which just really wasn't the case. 2 years ago, I hit my rock bottom. I was 23 and I was sick, I was depressed, I was living in survival mode on autopilot. Day by day, I was just struggling to keep my head above water. I had all of these hopes and dreams and it just seemed like no matter how hard I tried and how much I wanted it, how many hours I dedicated, nothing was working. The more I tried to force and make things happen and hold my life together, the sicker I got, the more isolated I felt, and I was pretty much a shell of my former self. For those people who know me, know that I'm a pretty positive, happy, bubbly person. That would be some typical characteristics I would say that my friends and family would describe me as. On the outside, everything seemed fine. If you were a stranger walking past me, you wouldn't realize how sick I was and how much I was struggling. And at the time, I actually had no idea how badly my life needed to change. The way I was going was not sustainable for anyone. I was fully living in the victim mentality of, how have all these things happened to me? Instead of realizing that things don't happen to you, they happen for you. And the reason that I wanted to talk about this topic today was because I think the first step in my journey to where I am today was the day that I took my power back and I took ownership and control back of my life. After seeing specialist after specialist, doctor after doctor, every test under the sun that you can possibly imagine, pumping my body full of medication and really not seeing any results. I was progressively getting worse. I will definitely delve into my health journey and everything that I've learned in that regard in another video, but basically I decided to seek alternative help. I felt as though no one was listening to me. I was alone and the doctors couldn't figure out what was wrong with me and why I was so unwell. So that's why I decided to seek alternative therapies. I had my first session with my lovely naturopath. And at this point I was in an extremely dark place, mentally, physically. I was exhausted. Most days I struggled to get out of bed and it seemed like no matter what I did, I wasn't able to get out of this hole that I'd created for myself. And I remember in that session, she looked at me in the eyes after going through different blood work and doing other tests, and she looked at me and said, "Are you ready to take the power back?" And in that moment, I sort of had one of those light bulb moments, an epiphany. And I just realized that I had completely and totally given my power away without even knowing that I had done so. And I just suddenly became awake, and I thought to myself, okay, well, if I have given my power and my control in regards to my health, even though I'm doing all the things that these professionals have been telling me to do, what other areas in my life have I also given my power away so willingly and trusting in them over myself to take care of me, because it clearly wasn't working. I had done that in almost every single aspect of my life, unconsciously. And in that moment, I made a declaration that I was taking ownership and control back of my life. Yes, I was ready to do so. And this is really the moment that I began to rediscover myself, who I am, my beliefs, and just reassess my entire life, basically. I decided to step back into the driver's seat and stop letting people and situations and events dictate my journey. And I really was in the control of everything. Since then, it hasn't been a straightforward, easy road. There's definitely been bumps and everything along the way. I am really proud of myself, because that takes courage to step up and claim that, hey, your life isn't exactly where you want it to be because, well, you were the one that led it there, not these events or these situations that have happened to you, which, of course, some of those things are out of your control. However, it is how you deal with it and how you perceive and how you learn and grow from those situations that makes you who you are. And really, we are all the creators of our own destiny. I decided to step back into my power and take control back of my life. I'm so grateful that I did that, because I can honestly say that I'm genuinely the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. And it's not been an easy process to get here, but it really is possible. It honestly stems back to that moment where I realized that I couldn't keep going the way I was going, because honestly, that was going nowhere. I knew that there had to be more out there, and that's really where my journey began. There might be areas or an area of your life where you're sitting in the passenger seat or you've taken your hand off the wheel, and I really invite you to make that declaration. Step up and take your power back, because you really are the creator of your own destiny. Let this moment be your moment to step into your unique power and shine. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, that's it.